This is a common question that I would see quite often, mostly from the traditional grip haters out there. They'd say, well, if that grip is so superior, then why don't you use it in both hands? We're going to shut that down today. Here's a little something about me that a lot of y'all might not know. I picked up the traditional grip back around, I don't know, maybe 2011, something like that is when I decided I was going to dedicate all the time that I needed to developing my traditional grip. I'm still working on it. It's not bad, but I'm still working on it. It's pretty good. But one thing that you might not know is that back when I started playing in the early days, I was actually playing the traditional grip quite a bit. But the kicker is, it was with this hand. So for whatever reason, you know, when I first picked up the traditional grip, I was doing it with my right hand. For some reason, it just felt natural and comfortable. All of these exercises that I'm showing you how to do, you know what I mean, to develop all that facility with the left hand when you're learning traditional grip, I didn't do any of that when I learned it this way. I just kind of picked it up and just sort of floated into it. It just kind of felt natural. So for the first 3 years, maybe 3 and a bit, I was playing this way full time. As a matter of fact, I actually won a drum competition back in 2004 using this grip. So believe it or not, when I was playing all of that jazz fusion stuff that I talk about, learning all that early, you know, Chick Corea, John Scofield, Yellow Jackets, all of that, I was playing it this way. So I was playing my hats this way. I was playing the ride this way. It looked goofy, but it felt pretty natural. So fast forward to today. A common question I would get from traditional grip haters is, if this grip is so superior, why don't you use it in both hands? I think if there is anyone qualified to answer that question, it would be me. Reason number one why you don't play traditional grip with both hands: it was simply not designed to be a matched grip. All right? We're all sick and tired of the story of how and why traditional grip was developed, but for the sake of this video, I'll explain it again. At some point, marching band players, or whatever you call them, drum corps guys, there was a drum that they would have strapped around their shoulder, and it was tilted a certain way like this, right? Completely awkward to play this way. But they discovered if you flip the stick this way, it's a much more natural approach to the angle of where that is. At some point, drummers thought it was cool. Jazz drummers started to adapt it to that grip. And they ended up playing it this way. All right? If in the beginning that drum was worn on the other shoulder, then it would have been a different story. Then they would have been playing it probably like this. But that's not the case. All right? So that is the only, it was out of necessity. That's it. Those drummers had to be able to play that drum comfortably the way it was hanging. And this was the only way to do it. Reason number 2 that you don't play traditional grip with both hands, it's not even remotely practical in any sense of the definition of the word. It would probably be the most uncomfortable way to play the drums if you're holding traditional grip with both hands, trying to get around the drums, trying to play grooves, trying to do all of this kind of stuff. You would look and you would feel stupid. So unless you're trying to challenge yourself, there is absolutely no reason for you to learn traditional grip in both hands. Now I realize how weird and almost hypocritical that might look coming from someone that's been doing it in front of you the entire time, but you've never seen me play the kit that way, ever, until now. Man, that is the first and the last time you'll ever see me do that. That was stupid.